the recovery in jobs has been slower, despite the fact that the Fed has done more than it's ever done. And I think people look at that and they say, well, why don't you guys try something else?
So I actually disagree with pretty much all of that, in the sense that if you look at the pandemic and the speed at which jobs have come back, I've not seen any studies that suggested that they would have come back faster if the Federal Reserve hadn't done what it's done. Like, I don't know of any studies like that. So if you have that, that would be good for me to see. That would be actually helpful, because I actually have not seen anything to suggest that.
Well, no, I don't think anybody's saying that the Fed should have sat on its hands when, the pandemic happened. What I think folks are saying is, where you all are at right now, $120 billion of asset purchases every single month, a balance sheet at close to $8 trillion, and yet 8 million people are out of work. There are 8 million more people out of work than were in February 2020. I think that's evidence that maybe what you're doing isn't working. And we've seen through the course of, it's been a long-term change, but businesses don't work the same way they used to. It used to be the Fed lowered interest rates, businesses had more money, they hired more workers, the firm was more efficient, and the economy improved. Now, the Fed lowers rates, businesses buy back stock, they reward C-suite executives, and they continue layoffs or keep hiring steady. And these are studies and evidence that I can send you.
So here's what I would say on that. So one, I think your characterization that businesses over history have not been investing in technology to make themselves more efficient, that's not the same history that I understand.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So when businesses have had opportunities and funds to invest in their companies, some of it goes to labor, some of it goes to technology. Right. And that has happened since the 1800s.
Right, but there's been a shift in how much has gone toward workers.
Let me finish.
Sure.
So when I talk to businesses and I go around, one of the things I ask them is, how are you thinking about technology and using technology in your businesses? And they say, we think about it, and we try to see opportunities to use it as we can. And then my next question is always, all right, when that happens, what happens to the number of employees that you have in those workplaces? And frankly, I've been surprised that many of them say, the number of jobs that we have is not 100% the same, but it is comparable. And the challenge that we have, and this is something that I worry about a lot, is that the skills to do those new jobs are not the same as the skills to do the jobs that are being replaced.